To Edinburgh and join GBNews political editor Darren McCaffrey. Darren, good evening to you. A hugely historical day over in Scotland today. Tell us more.
Yeah, it really has been an incredible day in many regards. Michelle, as you said in the last couple of minutes, we heard there from Nicola Sturgeon inside the Scottish Parliament talking about Her Majesty the Queen, saying that for people across our country, this is a time of profound sorrow. Most of us simply do not remember life without the Queen. In an ever-changing and often turbulent world, Her Majesty has been a constant. She's been the anchor of our nation, and this was all part of the emotion of condolence that members of the Scottish Parliament have been talking about and discussing this afternoon in the Scottish Parliament. And in the last couple of minutes, as you just seen, we also heard, of course, from His Majesty the King, Prince Charles, who talked about Robert Burns and pledged to follow the inspiring example of the Queen. Interestingly, he's passing on his Scottish titles to his son, the new Prince of Wales, Prince William. But it follows, as you say, quite an incredible, quite an extraordinary day in which we've seen those senior members of the royal family, including His Majesty the King, walk behind Her Majesty the Queen's hearse as it travelled up the Royal Mile here in the centre of Edinburgh to St Giles's Cathedral, the main cathedral here in Edinburgh that stands behind me. And tonight, Michelle, thousands of people, and I can tell you it is thousands of people, are queuing up behind me so that they get a chance to pay tribute to Her Majesty the Queen in person, to pass by her coffin as it lays in rest here in the cathedral until late tomorrow afternoon. It is unusual for this to happen. I don't think it's ever happened to a monarch before, that the people of Scotland have a chance to do this in Edinburgh before it moves on to London to lie in state later on this week. But those images of walking up this medieval cobbled street, this historic street here in the centre of Edinburgh today, with the thousands, tens of thousands of people gathered, 5, 10, 15 deep in places, that image, that sombre mood, the quietness, the silence essentially, is a moment that I think many people in this city, many people in this nation of Scotland will not forget anytime soon.